Minsan alam mong may mali, pero wala kang sapat na ebidensya para patunayan na nagsisinungaling ang isang tao. Parang may kulang sa kwento nila. Parang may hindi tugma sa actions at salita nila. At kahit pilit mong paniwalaan, may part ng isip mo na nagsasabing, may tinatago siya. The truth is, people can control their words, but they often struggle to fully control their behavior, reactions, and emotional responses. At doon nagsisimulang lumabas ang maliliit na signs ng dishonesty. Have you ever experienced this? Yung simple lang ang tanong mo pero biglang defensive sila. O kaya parang sobrang haba ng explanation nila kahit diretso lang naman ang tanong. O minsan, hindi tugma ang facial expression nila sa sinasabi nila. These subtle inconsistencies are often what reveal discomfort, pressure, or possible deception. Pero tandaan mo ito, hindi lahat ng nervous ay nagsisinungaling. Hindi rin lahat ng awkward ay guilty, because human behavior is complicated. Kaya ang goal ng video na ito ay hindi para gawing paranoid ka sa lahat ng tao, kundi para tulungan kang maging mas observant sa patterns, inconsistencies, body language, emotional reactions, at behavioral changes. Sa video na ito, matututunan mo ang 5 psychology-based signs na maaaring makatulong para malaman kung nagsisinungaling ang isang tao. Hindi ito mind reading, at hindi rin ito magic trick. This is about understanding how pressure, stress, and deception sometimes affect human behavior. Important reminder. Walang single sign na automatic proof na liar ang isang tao. The real key is repeated patterns, contradictions, and consistent behavioral changes over time. Because most lies are not exposed by one big mistake. They are exposed by small inconsistencies repeated again and again. Kung gusto mong matutunan kung paano maging mas observant sa behavior ng tao at mas maintindihan ang psychology behind lying and deception, siguraduhin mong panoorin mo ito hanggang dulo. Number 1. Delayed or over-explained answers. Sobrang haba o delay sumagot. Isa sa pinaka-common signs na maaaring nagsisinungaling ang isang tao ay kapag simple lang ang tanong pero parang hirap silang sumagot ng diretso. Minsan delayed ang response nila. Minsan naman sobrang haba ng paliwanag kahit hindi naman kailangan. When people lie, they often need extra mental effort to create a believable story. At dahil doon, minsan nagkakaroon ng hesitation, unnecessary details, or overly defensive explanations. Paano ito nangyayari? Inuulit muna nila ang tanong bago sumagot. Biglang mahaba ang explanation. Maraming unnecessary details para magmukhang believable. Example. Simple question. Nasaan ka kagabi? Possible suspicious response. Kagabi? Kasi galing kasi ako sa kaibigan ko tapos traffic pa tapos lowbat pa phone ko kaya imbes na simple at diretso, nagiging sobrang detailed agad. Bakit ito mahalaga? Kapag honest ang tao, kadalasan natural at direct ang sagot nila. Pero kapag gumagawa sila ng kwento, kailangan pa nilang isipin ang details, siguraduhin believable, iwasan ang contradictions, signs na possible discomfort or deception. Biglang pause bago sumagot, sobrang defensive agad. Too much information kahit simple lang ang tanong. Common mistake. Yung iba iniisip agad na mahabang explanation, liar. Hindi palagi. May mga tao talagang naturally mahaba magsalita o kinakabahan lang. Kaya importante pa rin na tingnan ang consistency, body language, repeated behavior, reality check. Ang lies kadalasan hindi nabubunyag dahil sa isang maling salita, kundi dahil sa sobrang effort para gawing believable ang kwento. Truth is usually simple. Deception often sounds overconstructed. Number 2, inconsistent body language. Hindi tugma ang katawan at salita. Isa sa pinakamalakas na psychology signs ng possible dishonesty ay kapag hindi tugma ang body language sa sinasabi ng tao. Because while words can be controlled, the body sometimes reveals emotional discomfort unconsciously. Minsan sinasabi nilang okay lang sila pero tense ang katawan nila. Minsan ngumiti sila pero halatang forced or unnatural ang expression. These small inconsistencies can sometimes signal stress, pressure, or deception. Paano ito nangyayari? Sinasabi nilang calm sila pero restless ang katawan. Nag-yes sila pero parang hesitant ang facial expression. Hindi natural ang eye contact o smile. Example. Hindi ako galit, pero crossed arms plus matigas ang tono. Wala akong tinatago. Pero biglang umiiwas ng tingin o kinakabahan. Bakit ito mahalaga? Kapag nagsisinungaling ang isang tao, minsan nahihirapan silang isync ang words, emotions, at body language. At doon lumalabas ang microsigns ng discomfort. Possible body language signs. forced smile, fidgeting or restless movement, sudden tension sa katawan, unnatural eye contact changes. Common mistake. Ito ang importante. Hindi automatic na liar ang taong umiiwas ng tingin o kinakabahan. Some people are naturally anxious or socially uncomfortable. Kaya huwag kang mag-base sa isang body language sign lang. Always observe the full pattern. Reality check. Ang body language ay hindi mind-reading tool, pero minsan, ito ang unang nagre-reveal na may emotional discomfort sa isang tao. When words and behavior don't match, pay attention to the inconsistency. Number 3. Inuulit muna ang tanong bago sumagot. Buying time response. Isa pang psychology sign na maaaring may tinatago, ang isang tao ay kapag inuulit muna nila ang tanong bago magbigay ng sagot. Minsan subtle lang ito, pero kadalasan, ginagawa ito para magkaroon sila ng extra seconds mag-isip ng safe o believable na sagot. When people feel pressured, they sometimes repeat the question to mentally prepare their response. Paano ito nangyayari? Inuulit nila ang sinabi mo, biglang may pause bago sumagot. Parang nagpo-process muna sila ng possible answer. Example, sino kasama mo kagabi? Sino kasama ko kagabi? Ginawa mo ba yon? Ginawa ko ba yon? Bakit ito mahalaga? Kapag honest ang tao, kadalasan mabilis at natural ang response. Pero kapag may pressure o possible deception, kailangan pa nilang gumawa ng believable answer. I-check kung safe ang sasabihin, iwasan ang contradiction, at minsan, ang pag-uulit ng tanong ang nagbibigay sa kanila ng extra thinking time. Signs na may discomfort, delayed response, repeating the question too often, biglang pagbabago ng tone habang sumasagot, common mistake. Again, hindi ito automatic proof na liar ang tao. Some people naturally repeat questions because nagulat sila, hindi nila narinig clearly, o gusto lang nila maintindihan ang tanong, kaya importante pa rin ang patterns, consistency, at context ng situation. Reality check. Ang deception ay madalas nangangailangan ng extra mental effort, and sometimes, that extra effort appears in small delays, pauses, and repeated questions before the answer comes out. Number 4. Sudden change in tone or behavior, biglang pagbabago ng energy. Isa sa pinaka-obvious na psychology, signs ng discomfort or possible lying ay kapag biglang nagbago ang tono, energy, o behavior nila pagkatapos ng isang specific na topic o tanong. Minsan kalmado sila, pero pagdating sa isang subject, biglang defensive, irritable, tahimik, or sobrang tense. This sudden emotional shift can sometimes indicate internal pressure or discomfort. Paano ito nangyayari? Biglang tumahimik pagkatapos ng tanong, nag-iba ang tone ng boses, biglang naging aggressive or defensive. Example, normal ang usapan tapos nang tanungin mo tungkol sa isang tao biglang, bakit mo ba tinatanong yan? Calm sila kanina, biglang naiirita sa specific topic. Bakit ito mahalaga? Kapag ang isang topic ay connected sa guilt, fear, o pagtatago, madalas may emotional reaction ng tao bago pa man nila makontrol ito. Because emotions often react faster than words. Possible behavioral signs. Sudden defensiveness, biglang pagiging cold or distant, pagtaas ng boses, unusual silence or hesitation. Common mistake. Again, important reminder, hindi lahat ng emotional reaction ay sign ng lying. Some topics are simply stressful, triggering, or uncomfortable for people. Kaya huwag agad mag-conclude based lang sa isang reaction. Look for repeated inconsistencies in behavior patterns. Reality check. Kapag may topic na biglang nagpapabago ng buong energy at behavior ng isang tao, minsan hindi ang tanong ang problema, kundi ang katotohanan konektado sa tanong. Number 5. Too much defensiveness. Sobrang defensive sa simpleng tanong. Isa sa pinaka-common signs ng possible dishonesty ay kapag simpleng tanong lang, pero parang ina-attack mo na agad sila. Instead of calmly answering, bigla silang galit, defensive, or binabalik ang issue sa'yo. This can sometimes happen because defensiveness is used to shift attention away from the real question. Paano ito nangyayari? Simpleng tanong, emotional reaction agad. Imbes na sumagot, ikaw ang sisihin, biglang guilt trip or reverse attack. Example, nasaan ka kagabi? Hindi mo ba ako pinagkakatiwalaan? Bakit hindi ka nag-reply? Ang controlling mo naman. Instead of giving a direct answer, they redirect the emotion back to you. Bakit ito mahalaga? Kapag pressured ang isang tao, minsan mas madali para sa kanila na baguhin ang topic, gawing emotional ang usapan, o ipa-feel sa'yo na ikaw ang mali sa pagtatanong. At dito pumapasok ang defensive behavior. Possible signs of defensiveness. Biglang galit agad, guilt tripping. Avoiding direct answers, turning the conversation against you. Common mistake. Again, important reminder, hindi lahat ng defensive ay liar. Some people become defensive because of trauma, trust issues, stress, or fear of conflict. Kaya importante pa rin ang repeated patterns, inconsistencies, at overall behavior over time. Reality check. Kapag ang simpleng tanong ay paulit-ulit nagiging emotional battlefield, minsan may tinatago ng mas malalim kaysa sa sinasabi nila. Honest people may get uncomfortable, but they usually try to clarify. Deceptive people often try to escape the question itself. Sa kabuuan ng video na ito, isang bagay ang dapat mong tandaan. Ang pagsisinungaling ay hindi palaging madaling makita sa salita lang. Minsan, ang tunay na lumalabas ay nasa body language, hesitation, tone of voice, emotional reactions, at inconsistencies sa behavior. Because while people can rehearse words, their emotions and behavior are often harder to fully control. Mula sa delayed answers, inconsistent body language, repeated questions before answering, sudden behavior changes, hanggang sa sobrang defensiveness, lahat ng ito ay possible psychological signs ng discomfort or deception. Pero tandaan mo rin ito, walang single sign na automatic proof na nagsisinungaling ang isang tao. Not everyone who is nervous is lying. Not everyone who avoids eye contact is guilty. Human behavior is complex. The real key is patterns. Kapag paulit-ulit mong napapansin ang contradictions, inconsistent stories, emotional reactions, at unusual behavior shifts, dun ka magsisimulang makakita ng mas malinaw na picture. Because lies are usually exposed not by one big mistake, but by repeated inconsistencies over time. At isa pang importanteng bagay, huwag mong gamitin ang psychology para manipulahin o kontrolin ang tao. Use it to protect yourself, become more observant, understand behavior better, and avoid being easily deceived. Because real emotional intelligence is not about controlling people. It's about understanding them wisely. Kung may isang lesson kang dadalhin sa video na ito, sana ito yon. Makinig ka hindi lang sa salita ng tao, pansinin mo rin ang consistency ng actions, emotions at behavior nila. Words can lie, patterns usually don't. Kung nakatulong ang video na ito, huwag kalimutang mag-like, comment, and share, at mag-subscribe to my channel Psychology, Trap Breaker para sa mas marami. Pang-content tungkol sa psychology, human behavior, body language, at emotional intelligence. Maraming salamat sa mga masugid kong manunood at sa mga solid kong subscribers.